Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home above brave.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Rockets, they're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year.
When I look at Houston, as of late, they've looked a little out of sorts, and that's really what's knocked them out of the top spot in the standings.
And, Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
So the Houston starting 5. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Amen Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And for the Magic, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Anthony Black out there with Suggs. And it's Bane in at the small forward. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Banchero outside. Şengün against Bane. Inside. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Bane surveying the D. From deep, Banchero connects from downtown.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Durant. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Here's Banchero. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Thompson outside. Bane against Durant. Lets a floater go. Oh, nice D from Carter. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Bane, no good.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Eason, pass to Smith. Back to Eason. Şengün, a screen on Bane. To the middle. Eason finds Şengün. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Smith against Banchero. Carter, a screen on Smith. Banchero passes to Carter. Goes back up. And is blocked.
Şengün playing big. That's what we call protecting the rim, folks.
Pass to Smith, and here's Eason. Back to Smith. Durant with a screen on Banchero. Shoots from 14. Smith no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Poke loose. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Bane. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. 19-footer. And it falls all over the rim and in. Durant's got his second basket on the night.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, "We have some plans," Coach said with a smile, "but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile." So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Orlando leading by 6. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Now here's Black. The three from Bane. Pure from three-point range. Bane's got 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Smith with a screen on Bane. Durant, the pass to Smith. Black, right side. Pass to Suggs. Here's Bane. Back to Suggs. 5 on the clock. Carter, a screen on Smith. The three from Suggs. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 9. Outside Durant. Houston working the ball around. And here's Thompson for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Up top, Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Here's the break. Smith outside. Thompson with it. Still without a bucket. 6 to shoot. Outside Eason. Durant for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Bane with the ball for the Magic. Here's Black. Orlando again missing. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Thompson. Throws it up high. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün so effective around the rim. Great play.
Magic leading by 7. Outside Carter. Now Bane from downtown. And the three-pointer goes. Bane's got his third bucket of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Shepard, he's checked in for the Rockets. While we have a chance, let's look at the most reliable big men at the free throw line in the past 10 games. Number 1, Wendell Carter.
A great foul shooter. Here's a big you can't just hack at because he'll make you pay at the line, plus he gets you in foul trouble.
Yeah, just call him Mr. Sure Thing. He's developed a really nice, consistent free throw stroke. And it's good to see somebody destroying that myth that big guys can't make their free throws. No hack a Shaq here.
Suggs outside. Back to Banchero. No good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Magic?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And Houston has possession. Orlando making their last shot. Durant against Banchero. Left side Durant. Great D that time from Banchero. Orlando leading by 9. Pass to Suggs. Black outside. Vitase with a screen. Lets it go. The 3 from Suggs. That one is off. Rockets trail by 9. And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by Black. Here's Banchero. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. The Rockets have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Houston working the ball around. Capella screen on Suggs. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Pass to Banchero. There's the triple. They get the rebound. And it's in there. And the Magic lead by 11.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Orlando making some changes. De Silva's checked in for Banchero. Richardson comes in for Black. And it's Carter in for Suggs. And then for Houston, Green's checked in for Smith. Finney-Smith comes in for Durant. And Okogie is subbed in for Amen Thompson. So it's the Rockets now. 11-point game. Pass to Shepard. Back to Capella. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
First one falls for him.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Howard's checked in for Carter. Capella hits them both.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Now here's Howard. Pass to Batase. 3 on the clock. And Batase throws it down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Shepard. No points yet. Here's Capella. And Capella slams it down.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Orlando leading by 9. Outside Richardson. Now here's Howard. He's closely guarded. To the inside. Here's Batase. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Capella. Making a name for himself. Goga Batase. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And, again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
First one falls. The Magic making a switch here. Baines checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in. That one's no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 10. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Here's Bain. Pass to De Silva. And here's Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. And he slams it in one-handed.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Here's Okogie. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento. Here's Shepard. Back to Şengün. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Goga Batase.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
One shot.
Şengün, no good on the free throw. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Now here's Şengün. A 26-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Now here's Bain. Defense is right there. Takes a 3. He's off on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Magic leading by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Josh Okogie is out there with Shepard. Then it's Green. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Now here's Bane, coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Back to you, Brian.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. Here's Bane. After the basket by Houston. Down low. Şengün with a steal. Outside Finney-Smith. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Bane. Pass to Richardson. Back to Bane. A deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Okogie. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Richardson. Now Batadze. Green covering. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Desmond Bane.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
Defensively, this is what Finney-Smith gives you. A guy who can match up against just about anybody.
Pass to Green. Here's Shepard. Up and over Richardson. It's rebounded by Batadze. Magic leading by 6. Outside Richardson. They still need this. Orlando again missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
On the wing, Green. Here's Shepard, guarded by Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Shepard missing. The Magic have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Da Silva with the bucket.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Shepard. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
He's got a real nice feel for the game. Şengün's quick to make the most of an open look when it avails itself.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Durant, he's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Okogie. We've got a chance here, so let's take a look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the league's stingiest teams. In third, the Rockets.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Now here's Suggs. Still no points. Now Bane. To the inside. Şengün with a steal. To the middle. And there's Thompson on the assist by Durant. Now just a 4-point Magic lead.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Pass to Shepard. Durant surveying the D. Şengün the screen. To the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Suggs outside. Pass to Wagner. Inside. Banchero. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson outside. Here's Shepard. Outside. Green. There's a screen. Outside Durant. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. And the dunk by Wagner.
How about Big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
Green with a screen on Suggs. Out to Thompson. Takes the 3. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Orlando making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Green. And Tari Eason subbed in for Shepard. Şengün against Carter. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 8 points in the quarter.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Banchero against Smith. Banchero passes to Carter. Şengün with a steal. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Suggs.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
From deep. Rockets with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Durant. Four on the clock. Good work defensively by Black. Orlando leading by 5. Carter, a screen on Eason. Outside Carter. Pass to Banchero. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Suggs. And it comes off the front of the rim. Rockets trail by 5. Durant, the pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Outside Bane. Pass to Black. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Banchero. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
Back to Thompson. Outside Durant. Looking to get back on track. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds in the game. Black outside. Durant against Bane. Banchero outside. The 3 is up. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Richardson's checked in for Orlando. Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Orlando. If the postseason were to start today, they'd be the 7th seed.
And right now for the Magic, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now here's Banchero. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Up and over Smith. Banchero no good.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
The putback. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Orlando again missing. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Eason. Smith passes to Eason. Outside Durant. There's the 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Now here's Richardson. No made baskets yet.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
And the Magic pushing it up now. Eason with a steal. Durant against Richardson. And Durant with the big finish.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Houston has possession. Following the bucket by the Magic. Eason finds Durant. Count it. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
The last game was a close one. His success from the line really helped them secure the dub.
We've seen it so often. I mean, when you're talking close games, it typically comes down to free throw shooting. And he was on target from the stripe. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher. So You've got to like that progress.
Wagner's checked in for Richardson. And a change for the Rockets. Finney-Smith's checked in for Capella. And the second free throw is good.
You know, one of the things you love about Banchero, he shows you his passion for the game. He brings great effort every night, and he's a guy his teammates love playing with.
And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 16 points.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
From deep, Banchero. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Alperen Sengun, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
They've done everything they can to shoot their way out of this contest. Somehow, they're still in it. Got to make the most of that opportunity.
It just takes a few to fall to open up the floodgates.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. We've got one here from NBA Champions 1995. Would you rather play in today's league or your own era? Kenny, you want to start us out?
Ooh, that's a tough, because I do get curious about how my game would translate in today's games. Guys taking so many threes. I was a good three-point shooter. But I still take my era. I can't argue with success.
Yeah, my era, I owned it. No better time for me to be in the game.
Owned it? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's good, because if you guys were playing now, who'd be sitting here at the desk with me?
It'll be Shaq Jr. and Kenny Jr.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Alperen Sengun getting it done today.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And Orlando has possession. 2-point game. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs is out there with Anthony Black, and it's Bane in at the three. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Durant. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Stunning and surprising jam by Carter Jr. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Sengun. Let's go with a three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. They set the pick. Here's Black. Gets the three to fall. Black's got 6 points.
I think that's a big confidence builder for Anthony Black. He knows he needs to keep knocking that shot down from deep to round out his offensive game.
Now here's Thompson. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Eason, the pass to Durant. Stolen by Bane. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Durant against Bane. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Carter. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Right side Eason. It's hauled in by Black. The Magic have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Suggs, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Eason, good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Orlando trailing here. Black outside. Pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Smith. Outside Carter. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Eason. Now here's Şengün. Şengün, a screen on Suggs. Back to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Well, that jumper is so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a chance now to see which shooting guards led the way with their scoring in the last month. Desmond Bane, third.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Suggs against Thompson. Left side Bane. Black outside. They need this. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Şengün, the screen. Fires the 3. That's good from Durant. On the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist of the night.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Banchero. And the shot falls short that time.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here's Şengün. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, Durant with a steal. To the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
You know, it's been a great game for Şengün. Keeps on scoring. Really, he's a top-level scoring big for my money.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Fourth in free throw percentage, and they finished top 5 of the association in blocks per game. Their rapid intensity on this end really shining through and helping to intimidate opponents.
And the work they put in at the free throw line has been extremely valuable, especially at the end of games. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
On the wing, Suggs, defended by Thompson. Thompson against Suggs. Clock at 6. Picked by Carter. From deep, Banchero. Orlando again missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you so much. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back over to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. And the first one at the line is good. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one. Magic trail by 10. Outside Bain. Banchero against Smith. Carter, a screen on Smith. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Pass to Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Shepard, he's checked in for Houston. Free throw is good from Durant. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 15. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 ball. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Houston making some changes. Capella comes in for Şengün, and Green is subbed in for Smith. And the Magic making a change here. Batase's checked in. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. Second, Houston.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Houston leading by 15. Outside Durant. And yep, it's good. Durant's got 13 points in this quarter.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And Banchero no good.
Registering 3 threes in the first half, he hasn't hit one since.
Pass to Shepard. Now here's Capella, guarded by Bain. The 15-footer. Capella can't get it to go. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 17. Bain against Thompson. Batase, a screen on Capella. The 3 from Suggs. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Here's Capella. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist here tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Bain, the pass to Black. Here's Batase. Pass to Suggs. To snap the cold streak. Black outside. Durant against Bain. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Bain's got 10.
Welcoming the contact. Bain's built like a tree trunk out there.
Get Durant. Get through.
Now here's Durant. That's 29 for him. Over Bain. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 31 points.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
Out to the right wing. Banchero in the post. Green covering. Banchero no good.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Green, the pass to Durant. Thompson with a screen.
I got your help side.
To the inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Now here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. Banchero outside. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Now here's Suggs. Yet to see a basket. Banchero outside. Here's Batase. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year. Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Okogie's checked in for Thompson. And so Batase nails them both. Here's Durant. 33 points for him.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
For 3. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
And so it's Houston with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Josh Okogie, Clint Capella out there with Jeff Green. Then it's Shepard, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Screen by Capella. Finney-Smith passes to Capella, and it's Capella with the jam.
You know, Capella, one of the very best in the league at getting out of the screen and getting to the right spot.
Pass to Richardson. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And here's Richardson. They set the pick. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, on fire tonight. I mean, Capella's scoring numbers can come from a lot of directions. Lots of dunks, lay-ins, and putbacks. They can add up quickly.
Batase up top. Orlando moving the ball around. That one's good from Bane on the assist from Batase. 12 points for Desmond Bane. The Rockets lead by 23. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Richardson. Over to the wing. Here's Shepard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Okogie. The jumper from the wing off target. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Now here's Capella. And there it is for him. Capella's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside Richardson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Batase, and Banchero subbed in for De Silva. And a change for the Rockets. Durant, he's checked in for Green.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Rockets lead by 23. Spins. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard, guarded by Richardson. This one for 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 36 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Wagner with a screen on Durant. Fires from the wing. Kicks it out to Bane. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Down low. Here's Bane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Outside Durant. Over Banchero. Count that bucket. Durant's got 38 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Back to Banchero. The 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Outside Durant. Pass to Shepard. Back to Durant. From behind the arc. Kept alive by Houston. Screen by Capella. Inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here's Banchero. Kicks it out to Bane. Off target from three-point range.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a three to fall since.
Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. Guarded by Banchero. Durant, no good. The Magic have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And here we go, the Rockets in transition.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
Orlando's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Richardson finds Banchero. And they call an illegal screen here. And you look around the league. 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Richardson. Green's checked in for the Rockets. Nice shot by Durant.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Durant draws the double. Pass to Okogie from the arc. Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Black passes to Suggs. And here's Bane. Banchero right side. Back to Bane. Now here's Suggs. A shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Durant's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Okogie. Misses the 3.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Wagner with it. Black outside. Off target with the 3. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Green with a screen on Bane. Outside, Green. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
First free throw is good. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Holiday is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando with the ball. And we've got a report now. Let's find out the news on Alperen Sengun.
Thanks. I got some news from Houston's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. This is going to be a long-term issue and a lengthy recovery process. Unfortunately, they expect him to miss a significant amount of time. Not the news they were hoping for, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
And that one misses. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. they'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Crawford's checked in for Holiday. Orlando with the ball. Now Suggs. Outside Carter. Pass to Bain. Picked by Carter. The three is up. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the boards.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Green. And it's Davison in for Crawford. Here's Davison. Shot clock at 5. That free throw, no good. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are two major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Here's Davison. Screen by Capella. Finney-Smith passes to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game so he makes his presence felt inside.
Pass to Carter, to the paint. Fader on the way, and Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Carter.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Now Capella. Capella, screen on Banchero. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Well, we know what Dorian Finney-Smith can do on the court, but he's also doing great things off the court, Clark.
Yeah, so many players across the league do a ton of work in their communities and for the betterment of humanity. And the Finney Family First Foundation focuses on the youth and low-income communities. And Dorian Finney-Smith, he helps kids by providing basketball training for at-risk youth and uses the game of basketball to also impart lifelong lessons.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green comes in for Clint Capella. Newton comes in for Davison. Second free throw, no good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
Here's Green. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Okogie. Houston with another miss. Now here's Suggs. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kevin Durant.